Hi there, this is Dr. Noelle Timont with Spark Physio. Thanks so much for coming to my workplace wellness workshop this weekend. As we discussed, here's the exercises that we did on Saturday. I hope you're remembering to take the time throughout your day and get out of those positions that are causing you some pain and trying some of these exercises. So first off, let's start with those windmills. So you're gonna take one arm, put it inside your knee, and reach up to the ceiling with the other arm. Remember, you can add that bonus of that diaphragmatic breathing, that nice deep belly breathing that pulls that air in and expands your lungs 360 degrees around your trunk. So whenever you are going up to the top, you're gonna exhale, bring your arms together, switch inhale and exhale at the top. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. The second exercise we did was those pelvic tilts, right? So if you remember, for those pelvic tilts, you're gonna bring your hips forwards and backwards. This is that anterior pelvic tilt and that posterior pelvic tilt. Just moving at the pelvis. This is for that lumbar spine. That can get so tight and painful if you've been sitting at the desk all day. Your chest stays still, not a whole lot of movement from the ribs up. You can add that diaphragmatic breath here, right? So you're gonna exhale when you go into that posterior pelvic tilt. Inhale as you go the other way. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, pull that belly button in, tighten your abdominal muscles, and inhale. Stretch throughout the front side of your body. Exhale and inhale. Great, and then the last bonus exercise that we're gonna do here, you can add the arms to it, and this time that's gonna involve much more of that thoracic spine too. So the arms come in as you exhale, and the arms come out and up as you inhale. Exhale and inhale. Posterior tilt, anterior tilt. Inhale and exhale. This is one of my favorite exercises to do first thing in the morning when you're sitting on the side of your bed, to just kind of get your spine moving whenever you're feeling sore or stiff in the first thing. Our next exercise is going to be in standing for our tight hip flexors. If your hips or your low back is feeling tight after a day sitting at the desk, this is a great one to kind of release that hip flexor. You're gonna stick one leg back behind you. You're gonna do that posterior pelvic tilt and scoop that tailbone under. You should feel that stretch here at the front of the hip. You wanna make sure your heel is glued to the ground in the back, right? Here we go from the side. Posterior pelvic tilt and glue your heel to the ground. Keep your body upright so that those hip flexors that attach all the way up to your spine don't get released. You can hold this statically, or you can make it a little bit active. Pull that knee forward and back. And then don't forget the other side. Awesome, now let's make that change a little bit for the soleus, right? So you're gonna keep that heel again, step to the ground. You're gonna deep bend that back knee. Great, and then switch sides. I would do 5 to 10 times each foot. Great. Then remember, we can add that upper back as well. So one thing we can do here is you can add involvement to that upper thoracic spine. So we're going to keep that same position. We're getting that hip flexor stretch. We're getting that calf stretch. Now we're going to add in the arms. Open the trunk and twist. So you can come back to that reverse lunge. You're going to add the arms so that we're involving much more of that thoracic spine don't forget to do that on both sides. The last exercise that we reviewed the other day was for tight feet and legs. And when your feet are sore at the end of the day, or if you're noticing swelling in your legs, this is a great exercise that's going to help you strengthen the lower leg and to help pump some swelling out of your feet. You're going to come over to the wall, and you're going to come about foot width apart away from the wall, and lift those toes up. Do a nice slow lower. So 1 second up, 3 seconds down. 1 second up, 3 seconds down. I hope those exercises help you, and if they don't, you can always remember to find me at sparkphysiokc.com or at sparkphysiokc on Instagram and Facebook. Have a great afternoon.